Hey guys, welcome to the latest in what I really should call the Sniffle series. So named because I did a bunch of these groovy fireside chats all in one session, during which I continue to suffer from a pretty pervasive nasal congestion problem, some kind of funky cold that's going around this year that just will not let go. So everything sniffles and stuffed up. So it's a great sound. I'm learning to work with it. Anyway, this one's just kind of off the cuff. I want to talk about what happens when you get low uptake rates. And by this I mean, what happens when you do anything, especially anything voluntary, where you simply put the word out there that maybe you're running a lunch and learn or a special seminar. Maybe you create a meetup event in your community. Or maybe you put a podcast out there. Throw out a survey. Maybe you're a speaker at a conference. What happens when you do those things, when you put your neck out there to provide value to your community, to your audience, and then almost nobody shows up? I think this matters because in our space, we're always looking to build community. A big part of what we do is spreading the word, sharing knowledge with each other, building communities, creating places that other people will want to come to. And you never want to get discouraged by what seems like a lack of participation. Trust me, if you're patient, the audiences come. I know from experience, having built this podcast, that, it starts out, I look at I can't remember what it was, my first month or two in terms of downloads, and it was like 50 downloads for the entire month. And at the time I thought, hey, that's not bad. But ultimately, if you're looking to build and spread fire, you need leaves to catch, right? You need things to ignite. You need an audience. You need people to pay attention. So it can be frustrating when you put your best foot forward and the response doesn't come. Well, what does Agile teach us? What's the core principles? That we remain gritty. We inspect and adapt. We figure out what it is we did and how it could be improved. I mean, I don't want to blow sunshine here, but it's increasingly difficult to get attention. The plus side of having so many different ways to reach audiences for free or next to free, the downside of that is it's really hard to get noticed because everyone has a podium. But the silver lining of getting low turnout, low uptake, is that the people who show matter the most. Think about it. Those are your true tribe. Those are the people who read your message and it resonated with them. Which, lesson learned, your job is not to tune your message to reach the widest number of people, but rather to focus on the people for whom your message is already perfect. Because think about it. If you have a pure vision, if you have the strength and the clarity of a real service-based mindset, if you know who you serve, how you're going to serve them and why, then you want people who are magnetically aligned to that same picture. You don't want to compromise your picture to appeal to a wider number of people. Now, does that mean that you shouldn't tweak, get feedback, improve? Hey, what did you like about this presentation? What did you like about this message? What drew you to this event? Or better still, how come you didn't come? If you didn't sign up, why not? Ask your friends, what'd you think? How could I have done this better? There's nothing wrong with that. However, to shave components from your true message to appeal to a wider number of people is almost always a mistake. And believe me, you know visionaries when you see them. When you have that strength of purpose, the audience will come, and the people who do show are the true believers, just like you. Yeah, maybe less toolkit, more inspiration for this week, but just something to think about. As I myself encountered a couple of low turnout, low response initiatives in the past little bit, and realized that if I'd quit in those moments, if I had changed things to sweeten the message, for a greater number of people, I wouldn't have got what eventually happened 2 or 3 months later. When it comes to building audiences and building groundswell of support, you gotta be patient. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. As always, you can find me at badassagile.com. Look for me on Twitter at badass_agile and on Instagram at badassagile. Hope you enjoyed today's show. See you next time, and until then, stay badass.